A few years ago, I used to wake up once or twice a night to go to the bathroom. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it prevented me from getting 100% perfect sleep. Now I sleep throughout the night 95% of the time, and I'm getting 100% sleep scores. In this video, I'll show you exactly what fixed it. From the surprising amino acid that reduces your nighttime urination to the optimal timing of melatonin. Timestamps for everything are down below. One of the more surprising results came from Glycine. Glycine is my go-to longevity supplement, but it also has amazing effects on sleep. Taking 3 grams of glycine before bed has been seen to improve sleep and daytime sleepiness the next day. Glycine helps with sleep by lowering your body temperature and dilating blood vessels. Glycine also increases calming neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which help with sleep. When we're talking about nighttime urination specifically, then glycine has been shown to counteract that. Glycine has been seen to reduce nighttime urination in several human studies. I personally like to take 3 grams of glycine and mix it with chamomile tea. Chamomile tea alone can also improve your sleep, because it has some calming effects. And the combination of glycine and chamomile tea is just perfect, because glycine has a slightly sweet taste to it. So you're just drinking this nice sweet tea that makes you relaxed and helps you to sleep better. Chamomile tea is also a diuretic, which means that it helps you to go to the bathroom. It makes you excrete more water, and if you drink tea for dinner or after dinner, you're going to empty your bladder before you actually go to sleep, reducing the likelihood that you wake up during the night to go to the bathroom. So empty your bladder before you go to sleep, and you're less likely to wake up to go to the bathroom. Speaking of diuretics, then drinking too much water and liquids in the evening can definitely make you go to the bathroom. Hydration is important, but if you go to the bathroom every hour and you wake up several times throughout the night to go to the bathroom, then you're overdoing it. Interestingly, I've noticed that once I've increased my carbohydrate intake, I'm less likely to go to the bathroom at night, and they also improve my sleep. The reason for that is that carbohydrates help your body hold onto more water thanks to insulin. Your muscles look fuller and you need fewer electrolytes. I don't really salt my food and I don't really take electrolyte supplements, despite sweating every day during exercise and the sauna. The reason is that carbohydrates help me to preserve electrolytes as well as water without going to the bathroom every hour. Carbohydrates also raise serotonin by enabling tryptophan to enter the brain, thanks to insulin. If you eat a lot of other amino acids from protein, then the other branched-chain amino acids compete with tryptophan's entry into the brain, and thus you have lower serotonin levels. Eating carbohydrates enables tryptophan to enter the brain, and you'll be more relaxed, and you'll sleep better. That's why I like to eat carbohydrates for dinner, because it lowers cortisol levels and produces serotonin that gets converted into melatonin. We do have to talk about melatonin because there's consistent evidence from randomized controlled trials that melatonin supplementation improves sleep duration, sleep quality, and sleep depth. In terms of timing and dosage, then a 2024 meta-analysis of clinical trials saw that melatonin at a dose of 3 to 5 milligrams resulted in the fastest sleep onset, which means that those doses made people fall asleep the fastest. In terms of the total sleep duration, then the dose of 3 to 5 milligrams was also with the highest sleep duration, when taken 4 hours before bed. However, this was compared to 2 milligrams 30 minutes before bed. I find that with melatonin, you need to find out what's the best dose for you. For me, a smaller dose tends to work better than a larger dose. A dose of 0.3 to 1 milligram is my sweet spot that gives me the best sleep without feeling groggy or tired in the morning. But regarding the timing of melatonin, then I do notice that if I take melatonin several hours before bed, such as 3 to 4 hours before bed, then by the time I'm about to go to bed, then I'm already quite sleepy and ready to fall asleep. That makes sense because by that time, your melatonin levels should be high. Taking melatonin 30 minutes before bed is not the best strategy, because it takes at least an hour for it to kick in. But if you take the melatonin 3 to 4 hours before bed, then it's already making you tired before you fall asleep. And you want to fall asleep. Melatonin can also make you wake up in the middle of the night, once its effects wear off. That's unfortunate, but it can be avoided. First, the glycine should make you sleep longer, without interruptions. But if you take regular melatonin, you could also replace it with slow-release melatonin. This is just a form of melatonin that stays in your system for a lot longer, over 5 hours. And this form of melatonin is better if you wake up a lot throughout the night. One additional thing I've been doing over the last few years is eating a few kiwis before bed. Randomized controlled trials have found that 2 kiwis before bed reduce the time it takes to fall asleep by about 30%, increase total sleep time by about 10%, and improve sleep efficiency by about 5%. I personally do notice an effect, and I sleep a lot better if I take the kiwis. I have 2 kiwis after dinner as a dessert. Kiwis also contain a lot of vitamin C that helps your body to clear out caffeine. So if you're someone who consumes too much caffeine, or you consume caffeine too late in the day, you can clear it out faster with vitamin C, such as oranges or kiwis. Alright, let me give you a protocol based on this video. 3 to 4 hours before bed, take melatonin at your appropriate dose, anywhere from 0.1 to 5 milligrams. Take 3 grams of glycine mixed with chamomile tea 2 to 3 hours before bed. Eat 1 to 2 kiwis with that. Feel free to take an additional 3 grams of glycine 1 hour before bed if you feel like it, but the first dose should be enough. You can take a lot of glycine with no side effects. You also need to be improving all the fundamentals of sleep that I'm not going to talk about in this video. Bright light exposure in the evening, dimming down the lights before bed, keeping your stress low, getting some exercise to increase sleep demand, etc. I'm not going to go through all the details in this video. If you want to know about those core fundamentals that improved my sleep score from 75 to 100, then check out this video next.